Hi there, Lisa Marie here. How's everybody today? It says I'm not live, but it's usually not being real honest with me. How's everybody doing? I have been procrastinating forever to get on here and just start doing what I was meant to do. And it's taken me forever to figure that out. And it's very frustrating. And I know for a fact that there are many, many people out there that struggle with these types of things, especially if you are in any type of business, online, MLM, whatever. And let's face it, with everything that is going on these days, we all need something to fall back on. And that's why probably 90% of us do exactly what we do. I'm not going to lie, I've had a time of it. I can tell you, I've been through hell and high water. I've had some really hard knocks. I've had some tough lessons. And if I can share, just a little bit of things that I've learned in the last 5 years, if that can help somebody to not make maybe some of the same detrimental mistakes, the mistakes that cost us time, money, effort, energy, that can be so frustrating. So, one thing, and you know what, if you are closed minded at all, you really are going to struggle. You are, because a closed mind is like a closed parachute. Nothing comes in, you're just going to go down. But when we open up our minds, we bring in so much information that most of us are oblivious to. I'm telling you, I have been so unaware of so many things that it's embarrassing to even talk about. How did I not know these things? Well, same way, probably 50% of the population does not know these things. They are not subject to these things. They only know what they know from their own little tiny bubble, you know. When reading, my mentors, gifted me this book and told me to read it and read it until I learn it and I will become successful. And that is what I'm doing, and that is what I am learning so much from. How many people knew about, and honestly, I want some comments here. If you knew about self-development as a teenager in school or from your parents or maybe from a grandparent, aunt or uncle, how many of you that are watching now or the replay, how many of you knew that to be something that we should be engaging in? How many of you knew that? Because I did not. I did not. That never once was brought up to me, not in school, not by my parents, not by any of my relatives. Never even heard, not even in church. Okay. I was not a consistent church goer. I was always the type that thought, you know what? I can pray to my God anywhere I'm at. I don't need to go to church. I don't need to do this, to do that. You know what I mean? That's conforming me with the rest of the people, keeping up with the Joneses. Who says the Joneses is the way everybody should live? Who says that? You know what? We have our own choices. I get so angry or so just frustrated if people cannot see that, because what we think is actually absolutely exactly what we create. So if you can choose your future, anything in the world, anything, if money was no object, what would you want to be doing with your life? What makes you the happiest? What makes your emotions just kick in like you can imagine it and you can feel it just like you were doing it already. Find what that passion is and go with that. It's okay to make mistakes. It is. I have made so many. You learn from them. Just like this, I'm sitting here watching the numbers. They went up, they went down, they went up, they went down. And person should not focus on that. I'm going to speak from my heart. I'm not even going to look at that number. I don't care if people don't want to watch. That's fine. That's fine. But if I can touch one person by some of the things I've learned, then you know what? I've helped one person. And in that book, The Science of Getting Rich, that is what they talk about, doing things in a certain way. That is doing things in a certain way. And being creative instead of competitive. We don't do that. We don't know how to do that. It confuses us because all we know, all we were raised is competitive. We were taught in school, I don't care what you were doing, if you were doing a spelling bee or if you were out playing kickball, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. Everything is competitive. If one person wants to get rich, they take or whatever from somebody else. You cannot take from others in order to improve yourself. You want others to go with you. You want to improve everybody's life, not just yours. And then that is doing things in a creative way. That was another huge lesson for me. When it comes to succeeding, I think that if you have your values in order first, what are your top 5 values? What will you not compromise? What will you not compromise? Whether that is honesty, integrity, hard work, whatever your values are, and then we need to align them with what our goals are. What do we want to achieve from there? I absolutely think we need mentors in our life. I am so blessed to have mentors right now. And I just I didn't necessarily fall into that. I was seeking it. I was. And I found it and I was persistent and I kind of pushed myself into their lives, which was awkward, which was uncomfortable. But what became of that? I am growing because I got uncomfortable because I did something that was just a little bit out of my norm. We are so afraid of what other people think. And we shouldn't be because unless I think Robert quoted this or somebody, one of my mentors quoted this. If oh my God, I just forgot it. That's all right. It'll come back to me. But anyway, you do need a mentor because they are going to point, guide, and direct you. And things have advanced so far in this world. That is all we need to succeed in an online business. All we have to do is know how to point, guide, and direct. If we give up our ego and not be the big deal, edify somebody else, edify your upline, edify the millionaires that are helping you try to get to that point. Make sure they're documented. Don't just follow somebody because somebody said something. Google them, research them. There are so many resources out there. You absolutely can have the best mentor in the world without spending a dime. You absolutely can. Okay. I am going to be starting my total wellness tomorrow night, and I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'm just going to come on there live like I am right now. I'm going to pick a subject and I'm going to talk about it. And I hope I get interaction. I hope you guys will follow along. I believe it's only going to be a couple of Wednesdays a month right now. That may change, but 6 o'clock Central. And I hope you guys can hop on and give me some input. I would love that. And if you have any topics you would like covered, share that with me as well. Otherwise, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope you got just a little bit of value. If so, please leave a comment, a heart. And remember, hey, Melody, I was kind of all over, but that's all right. And I was just explaining, I make so many mistakes, but this is how I grow. This is how I learn, and I'm not afraid. Um, I'm not afraid.